Welcome back, everybody, to the Odyssey, episode 11. The journey continues, and right now, these App State Mountaineers are absolutely rolling. Last episode, we went on the road to Old Dominion and put together a performance that was almost hard to believe. 98 to 21. 98 points on the road. That makes 6 straight wins, pushes us to 9-1 overall and 6-0 in conference play. And now App State has climbed all the way to number 15 in the country. But none of that matters if we don't handle what's directly in front of us. Tonight, we're in Harrisburg, Virginia, taking on James Madison. JMU might be sitting at 3-7, but we're on their field and it's conference matchup. And you already know teams would love nothing more than to knock off a ranked App State squad this late in the season. For Coach Merk Jones and the Mountaineers, the mission is simple: stay focused, keep our foot on the gas, and make it an even 7 straight victories. We're 9-1. We're undefeated in conference play, and with the postseason getting closer, every game means a little bit more. Can the Mountaineers keep this run alive? It's number 15 App State versus James Madison. Episode 11 of the Dynasty starts right now. What one? Sorry for the delay, chat. Had to be an adult. But let's go ahead and get this thing cracking. I actually wanted to change that uniform,
In
but it's all
beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sidelines. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Okay,
Let's
Holly,
see
I
what
know
we
you're
can
out
do
in the
here.
elements. Keep an eye on that.
Hopefully we can run this one up like we did the last game, but I don't know. That might be a tough task, but they were
He'll
on
start
fire.
the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the App State Mountaineers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he
Mr.
just
Jones with the 50-yard run.
They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Baldwin. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Let's talk about App State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The hand to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And this offense...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, App State!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the James Madison Dukes offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Turns it upfield to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Dukes headed quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. To the air, it's Coleman. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Dukes have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. Dropped back on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Dukes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The give to the big fullback. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Guys, let's chat about App State. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got it. He takes it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Out wide right, it's Drake. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jones wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to...
He's got it. 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw again. Buying a little time to his left. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Right back in it.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
finally a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Dukes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Run with it.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Mountaineers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Baldwin. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hits the hole. It's Webb. There's some room. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Jones to throw. Still looking to his right. Touchdown, App State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Right side, it's Reynolds. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent. But, oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Turns it loose deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Rushes on. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
The give. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. He wants it all. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Rolls right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Got a man. It's Mosley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking down the middle. Left side, it's James. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Jayhawks coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Now back over to your game in Harrisonburg.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and...
Runs through, man. He might have some space. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Y'all didn't just do that.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Finds his man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Well, they were counting on winning the one. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down and getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Trying to pull his way in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They're going to run it. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now trying to power it in. Defense all over him.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense.
Touchdown, James Madison. And that one will give them the lead.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Jones to throw. Right side, it's Baldwin.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Uh-oh, look out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Got to make the play on fourth. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Baldwin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Jones wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give. Oh, what a move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Motion from the wideout. There he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. Lining up from the 34 on first down. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Working the ground game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone, and it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked
just
down,
what we needed. Right on time, Mr. Burchall.
Interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Jones to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
2nd and long here. On the run, it's Baldwin. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. The throw. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's loose down the left side. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Pushes ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you need it. You really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the 1st down.
He's going to take off. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that.
Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Finding some room. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back up. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wants to throw, it's Coleman. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On his way back from the 20. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Body bag.
They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Coleman. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Second down, going to throw it. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Coleman. A little release to the back. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Too close for comfort.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What a game. After dropping 98 points last week, we knew James Madison was going to give us a much different challenge. And they gave us everything they had. But when the clock hit 0, number 15 App State walked out with a 49-46 victory. This one was a fight from the beginning to end. Every time we tried to create some separation, James Madison answered. Every mistake mattered. Every possession felt like it could decide the game. And when things got tight late, this team found a way. That's what championship caliber teams have to do. You're not going to dominate everybody. Sometimes you have to go into a hostile environment, take their best shot, and still find a way to leave with a win. So make it 7 straight for Coach Merk Jones and the Mountaineers. App State moves to 10-1 overall, 7-0 in conference play, and this incredible season keeps rolling. Final from Harrisburg, App State 49, James Madison 46. Was it pretty? Absolutely not. But do we care? Not one bit. 10 wins, 7 straight, still unbeaten in conference play. The Odyssey continues. Let's go Mountaineers. And until next time, I'll catch you guys at kickoff.